Hello, I'm the Nostalgia Critic.
That's not the Nostalgia Critic. Who is...
What's that guy doing here? His wall looks dirtier than the Nostalgia Critic's, too.
What idiot came up with that idea? That's not Phelan.
I know. You look really funny like that.
Well, obviously, I mean, I don't have as much hair as you do, so I just sort of did my best to sort of comb it forward. It looks like it's melting.
Didn't you even read the script?
Now, I'm not sure. Did you hear my impression of you before, or was this the first time?
I heard it on the Moulin Rouge bloopers, I think it was.
Yeah, every once in a while I can do a little bit of your voice, because you have this very unique voice, but I find I'm better doing the very quiet use, or like your more normal voice. And the screaming is where I sort of, oddly enough, struggle to do that voice. I think it sort of sounds like the bum when I go into the screaming.
Yeah.
Imperial is Silent Night Deadly.
I got a really big kick out of that.
Oh, this is how we came up with the review, because I originally wanted to do Silent Night, Deadly Night, but I never saw it, and you're just like, see
ya. Yeah, did you end up watching any of it?
I saw, I pretty much saw the bits there, and everyone was sort of telling me the same thing, just like, it's a little blue, and especially after The Cell, which even though that went over well, people were just like, now don't do a movie like that again. They're like, let Brad and Phelan do those.
Yeah,
like from them.
We watched Silent Night, Deadly Night with Allison there, and as we were watching, I was kind of getting worried. It's like I think we might be able to get this to work, but it's going to be a lot of work to get good material from this.
Yeah, because there's definitely funny scenes I saw, but it's like the really grim ones. I mean, you could make fun of them, but it's like they're pretty damn grim.
Yeah.
And awkward and uncomfortable,
Yeah.
but not in a fun way.
Yeah, exactly. So it's
now,
like...
did I get that right with the Shredder walking away playing the Christmas Time is Here? Because I seem to remember in some of your videos and some of Allison's videos, I just kept seeing you walk away with your head down, and that would play over it.
Yeah. It was fun having that in there again. Yeah, I missed that one, and you picked up on how bad that is. Just drive right by him.
Now, the one joke I miss with this, I'm sad I didn't get in there, was when he gets zapped by lightning and starts flying backwards, because he's the voice of Jack Skellington, too. I realized afterwards I should have had him say, "Merry Christmas to all a good night, kaboom!"
Yeah,
but I missed it.
Yeah, this review's ruined.
You hear this, you son of a bitch!
How can you not enjoy Brad Dourif? He's like, look at that, that's a sweet face.
Yeah. I love so much the first line. That was just like, oh god, I'm dying.
It's such an inconvenience. Like, oh shoot. You did that well, the jutting the.
Thanks. Yeah, it's kind of like I once thought Silent Night, Deadly Night probably wasn't going to be the best thing for us to do a crossover on. It's a struggle to find another good Christmassy movie that would work all right. It's like, Child's Play, sort of.
Yeah, and that was even like the conversation. You're just like, what about Child's Play? And I never saw it. I'm just like, is that Christmassy? It's like, there's a scene where there's a tree in it or something.
Yeah. Figured as long as we addressed it in the video, it would work all right.
My favorite is, I think you're like, snow! La 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 la.
I love that. Like, what are in those toys?
It's actually a very sweet explosion. I'm actually sort of jealous of this movie's budget.
Yeah. Yeah, like that.
I've gotten so much use out of that explosion. Jim Trokin made it for me on Suburban Nights. I've just, like, exploited it to no end. I just love an explosion taking up the whole screen.
Hey, it's the mother from Seventh Heaven. Seventh Heaven?
Oh yeah, this was a joke I ended up rewriting.
Now, the only thing that I missed, because I did have another joke, and this plays pretty well. It's definitely a Phelan joke, because it's just so odd. But the one joke I do miss that couldn't be in there was, I think I was saying, you know, you watch Seventh Heaven? And you're like, no, no, and I just really watch her career. And I say, okay, what's she from? You're like, I'm like, Star Trek? You're like, yeah, Star Trek. And I say, which one? And you say, Revenge of the Sith?
Yeah.
That was the one line I missed having there. But I love the just the oddness of whatever.
Yeah, I immediately forget. I love the face you make, too, after that. She was in Seventh Heaven? Oh. It's with this guy.
Now this, I hate doing this, but I know... No, but it's one of those things where you make an exception because you know, like, this is what you do. Everything is stepping out of the review and calling attention to it and stuff like that. So it's like, you know, okay, break it. I think it's the first time I ever broke it.
Oh, yeah.
Because I know, it's like, yeah, people know it's me and stuff like that. I just sort of feel like, you know, just keep it going, see how long it can go, and there we just sort of totally broke it. And we'll never reference it again.
Yeah. Yeah, because he's a completely different person again. In your next video. Last one. But I was glad you went with that joke, because I had fun with that.
The mother gives the doll to the kid, and as you can plainly
I enjoyed
see, it's
those kind of
already
jokes,
creepy.
obviously.
What kid wouldn't shit its pants talking to this thing?
I know I said this a million times before, but your delivery is just so out there and strange and different, and it just cracks me up because I can never write a line imagining how you're gonna say it. I mean, it's like I have an idea, but it almost never follows through. It's never how I think you're gonna say it, so I just try to write weird stuff or even normal stuff or whatever because it's like I just know you're gonna make it odd and funny.
Thanks. That part surprised me too, because I thought you were going to be in bed as well. I was like, oh, you gotta kind of sleep bed. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna lay down on the couch, but it's like I think it works. I think it's a good contrast.
Yeah.
I know. Was he driving a go-kart?
There's Mini-Me.
Yeah. I like the Mario Kart joke you do later too. Shing.
Yeah, you know, there's something about, because everyone was saying, oh, that movie's so creepy, oh, it's so scary. And what you pointed out that I totally agree with is that when the doll doesn't talk yet, like it's not animatronic and stuff, it is kind of scary. And they do, I mean, it's goofy, but like they build up the creepiness of that you never see it move.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a little shadow here and there, and they pull that off for a while, and that's actually very effective.
Mm-hmm.
You know, outside of the set, everything else is pretty silly.
Yeah. I like that you went with just the line I improvised, like, oh, let's suck at Whiter.
Yeah, no, I forget what the actual line... No, I think the original...
It was like,
line
I knew that would happen, and I kind of cackled.
But no, I just thought... It's, again, just the way you said, let's suck at Whiter, weird.
Yeah. So no reaction, you shot yourself. Oh, I noticed that suck at Whiter.
Yeah, that's something you would notice.
Yeah.
Like the world could blow up, you'd just be like, you know, did I leave the iron on?
Yeah.
Put your hands behind your back.
Ouch! So Andy somehow gets...
Yeah, how'd he get that train ticket?
Yeah, really. I didn't think of that one either. It's like,
oh, why does that crack me up?
I don't get though why Chucky's getting the kid to bring him around these places. He has no problem moving on his own, clearly.
He obviously must be the size of a very small person because they got a very small person to play him, so he could just go around saying he's in costume or something.
Yeah.
No one's gonna call the cops on him.
Oh, that doll! Let's arrest it! That's obviously that serial killer.
Clearly saw it doesn't work when people complain to the police that a doll is killing people, so what's he gotta worry about? And this is always a hard joke to get across because you're editing it, and you have to sort of say, no, it happened really fast, you know, that he
Yeah.
turned the gas on, and then it filled up the whole house in like a second.
Yeah, exactly.
Those stoves a lot better.
So, of course,
Don't even need to hit it anymore.
This movie actually has really good explosions now that I'm just watching it in general. Like, the explosions are great. I mean, they make no sense, but they look awesome.
I love this kid's like stilted delivery too. Come
Say
on,
something.
Chucky. Punching.
Wow, I haven't seen such an emotional
The kid's nuts. Send him to the asylum.
toast with a side of styrofoam.
I want to see more of the kid in the asylum. Yeah, like that one. Like I want to see some of the other kids. Like, yeah, my Garfield comic strip speaks to me too.
Yeah.
Tells me to burn things.
Yeah, and here's where it falls apart.
I think that was my brother's joke. Like, it's just like, it should just be a countdown to the shit gets real.
Yeah. You can't take it seriously though once you see the doll just like cursing its head off at her. Oh, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
you, bitch!
You fucker! And I don't even know how many people remember Lamb Chops sing along, but the song just cracks me up, and just the idea of Lamb Chops I think is so funny.
Yeah. I really like the Muppet Show too. Start the Muppet Show!
That's the Muppet Show!
Like, sometimes it's pretty good. Oddly enough, I actually think the little person in the suit is the most convincing, because it really looks like, I mean, they either got a really small person or did a camera angle or something, but, like, that's the one where it's like a good chunk of the time I'm like, okay, that looks like it's really there and it's really moving, but it's like whenever you see him from the, you know, it's like the crypt keeper, like, how come you never see his legs? Yeah, I wonder.
Yeah.
You just can always see the puppeteer's hand.
Yeah.
I do. I have a My Little Pony that slaughtered my family.
I have a miniature.
Like, you put the Ninja Turtle hat on when you talk about your Ninja Turtle, like in memory of.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, we're trying to say that
Something my sister gave me
So he goes
once.
searching the city, trying to find
Oh.
but he's not
I
going
just imagine what your sister sounds like.
Hi, Phelan. How are you? I'm good. How are
No, I'm afraid my sister doesn't sound much like me.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Back off, you
But she's growing a good beard though, right? I'm guessing.
Eh. Better not say that. She might beat me up.
Oh, so she's about your size if she can beat you up.
She's taller than me.
Really? What? 'Cause you're pretty tall.
Yeah.
I think that was the biggest. Oh, I mean, I'm sure you heard everybody. That was like the biggest shock was that you were as tall as you were, and Brad was as short as he was.
Yeah.
It just threw everybody off. Like, whoa, okay, I really didn't see this coming.
Yeah, I remember that came up a lot in Reno. Wow, thought you were really short. I was like, oh, all right.
And this is just, I mean, like, this is funny. Like, I don't have to play much of it, just the knife coming through, him going, whoa, whoa, ah, whoa, ah. I mean, it's a funny scene, actually. Like, we're trying not to laugh at it. Like, this is meant to be kooky, right?
Yeah. Just love that he drives faster. It's like, you know, the doll's not buckled in. Slam the brakes.
No, my favorite, your line was the, yeah, drive faster, that'll get you away from the back seat.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, just press the brakes and get out.
Yeah.
Oh, apparently sticking him with a lighter will hurt him. However, a gunshot, he can run that off.
This movie is ruined.
Yeah.
So the mother
I
finds
want
out that
consistency from my evil possessed doll movies, thanks. This guy, it's like, oh, why did he teach Chucky this voodoo spell? Like, he doesn't seem to like him very much.
I can't see him putting on, like, a good shtick, like, you know, yeah, I'm really interested. I'm just your normal everyday guy. I want to use it to heal kids. You son of a bitch! I'm a fucking bitch!
Yeah.
On one of those shows, like the I Love the 80s or whatever, they're talking. Everybody was just, when they're talking about this movie, they're like, why don't they just kick it? This thing should be so easy to, you know, just get away from you.
Yeah.
An outrage against nature.
I really like this one though, since it does take itself serious, so it's even funnier when it's got the stupid bits in it.
Yeah, when does it actually get, like... I think the fourth one is when it gets silly. Oddly enough, I've seen all of the movies except the first one. This was the first time I saw the first one. I was actually familiar with all the other films.
Yeah.
But I never did see Seed of Chucky, but it looks like they were going goofy with it.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of the Chucky movies. My only regret is making that voodoo doll of myself.
Yeah, why? I don't know if I made that clear enough, but it's like, look what I found in your closet. It's like, Chucky didn't make that, he just found it. It's like, why did he find that? Does he, like, sprinkle money around him thinking that it'll rain or something?
Yeah. I got a date with a little boy. Awkward.
Yeah, like, that almost works, but it's just a little too stilted.
Yeah. I like that one. The little people makes this film work.
But one of the doctors finds Andy and tries to calm him down. However, Chucky gets him ready for a lesson.
Oh, that guy has like a good 2 minutes to take that thing off.
Yeah.
Just like, oh, wow, what's this on my head? I'm not gonna take it off and look at it.
Why does it char my face? I don't know. Pretty sure it doesn't work that way.
I could have watched me blow up forever.
Yeah.
Oh, that might be the funniest shot in the movie, is when he gets in with the bat. He just goes right down. I mean, it's like a clunk.
I like when the doll bites her earlier too. It, like, leaves this big bruise, like it's infected. It's like the doll has infectious bite. Yeah. It's like, all right. Yeah, that's quite the amazing delivery.
I think that was in your note. You just put down, like, you know, greatest line ever.
Yeah. This is the end, friend. Look how that turned out. You're fired.
I tell you, it is weird, because I actually reference another crossover for this crossover with the Leprechaun and Brad's review.
Yeah.
Because I think I did the same thing. I think I had him say, I dubbed Hasta La Vista Baby over the kid's line. This one I dubbed in, You're Fired. There's another Terminator reference. Man, I'm all about Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I get hard on with him.
Of course.
Because he's more human.
Yeah, I mean, that's something I never realized. Like, yeah, he's getting more and more human. How the hell is he doing this?
Yeah.
His head gets lopped off. Keeps going and going and going.
How persistent is this little booger? I mean, this is downright.
Yeah, I just realized we never introduced ourselves at the beginning of this commentary. Do you think someone's, like, honestly listening, like, who are these guys?
Yeah.
I don't know who
What's
they are.
going on?
I can't recognize them.
These weird voices. Well, I'm Brad Dorff.
And I'm Jack Skellington.
The
Pumpkin King.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Oh, you really want to do that? I
Yeah.
have a guess that you just hate this joke so much.
Yeah, we was discussing things with Allison when we came up with that. It's like, want to really
It's just
do...
like, can you make him stop that joke?
Yeah. Let's banish Casper to something.
But he comes back and attacks Rob, so
Yeah.
just like Child's Play, finds a way back.
Yeah. Because he's more human now, right?
Yes. Obviously, a human could get out of a coffee maker much easier than a not human.
I thought that was a good way to set up the end, too, though, that I'd do the voodoo spell and transfer into something.
Again, because he's becoming more someone with one arm, one leg, and no head, just like a person could.
I think there was a rip track. I think it was rip tracks of X-Men where they kept using this joke where, like, you know, oh, I see, he orders beer and smokes cigars just like a real Wolverine. And he's like, oh, I see, adamantium claws jut out of his knuckles just like a real Wolverine.
Dead forever.
So I was probably ripping that off a bit, but it delivered so well.
Back from the dead.
I think I put the similar things in my notes, and I wasn't thinking that because I don't think I've seen that one.
Back from the dead, that's for sure.
This is such a weird ending, too. It's like you have no idea what anyone thinks or if they just make it up.
Yeah. There's some guy. We killed him and his body's gone. Don't ask questions.
Brought to you by a preposterous concept.
I forget if I brought... Oh, that's right. Yeah, no, I was trying to figure out a way to work a Langoliers joke in, because I know this is the same guy that directed Langoliers. I'm like, I gotta work something in, and I think that measly little girl line is all I can get.
Yeah.
Find it doesn't hold up as well as you may think it does. It's pretty over the top.
I like that I call this a hard thing to sit through, but I've done, like, you know, Human Centipede too.
Marrying a little girl! Yeah, it's pretty tough to sit through, but on the bright side...
Actually, I think this is a pretty fun sit through.
Yeah, how the other movies you reviewed, this one's actually, for lack of a better word, child's play.
Oh, I'm doing basic French.
Is that what that is? I wasn't sure if you were repeating the lines from the movie, if you were making something up, or...
Yeah, just I repeat very basic French that I remember from school. I did swear in French though. I said like merde.
I mean, this was the point where I was just looking forward the most to just seeing how you say these lines. Like, I just so look forward to hearing Phelan say, "I'm a pencil sharpener." Like, how is he gonna say that?
I was surprised when I seen you used like almost everything I did for the pencil sharpener.
Well, it's so funny. Yeah, because I just wrote down your pencil sharpener, and then I say my line. I just improvise, make it up. I don't care.
Yeah.
My favorite is just somewhere in the middle. You're just talking. You just go pencil sharpener.
Can you stick your face in me?
Yeah. Oh, I got you. No, you're not.
Yeah. Oh.
And also, when you're sleeping, I'll slit your throat because I've got a blade on here.
It's a good performance. I really believe that pencil sharpener is alive.
Yeah. I really tried to bring life to that pencil sharpener.
It's the facial expressions, I think.
It was really tough, you know, trying to make faces well inside your pencil sharpener, but I think I pulled it off.
You know, sometimes I think I was running late on this. I just didn't want to spell people's last names. I didn't know how to spell, so I just put down like Phelan and then Stitch. Sketch, I mean.
Stitch. I wish you put Stitch.
I did the music. Yeah.
Well, you remember you credited me once on Suburban Nights as Phelous Porteous.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh well, the two other ones were right.
I think they know. They get the general.
Yeah, I think they get it.
And Rob is still not recovered.
Oh, that's too bad.
Ah!